So even though it may not look all new, what you're looking at is the second generation of Mazda's CX-5, a vehicle that ultimately first introduced the US market to their Kodo design language. I'm at the 2016 Los Angeles Auto Show. Let's take a first look. So here in the US market, compact crossovers are a pretty hot segment. Mazda realized this when they first introduced the CX-5 back in 2012. It instantly became the company's bestseller, with Mazda selling roughly about 110,000 units last year. So for this all-new second generation model, Mazda is looking to up their sales even more, and the company is targeting a very ambitious 160,000 sales. You can see the design of the current model hasn't strayed too far away from the first generation, which honestly to me still looked like one of the fresher offerings in the segment despite its age. You can see you still have the familiar Mazda Kodo design theme with the swept-back headlights, the signature LED daytime running lights, and that 5-point grille. Now when you look at the actual grille, you can see Mazda did kind of change the finish. As opposed to the horizontal slats, the company now kind of gives you a mesh finish, going with a somewhat of a Jaguar meets Acura design theme. I think it works very well, and it'll certainly help keep Mazda's status as being the most stylish offering in the segment. Now this particular one that I'm showing you is a new color option, which actually takes the very popular Soul Red and kind of elevates it a little bit further. Mazda calls it Soul Red Crystal, and if you can look in the video, the paint is very, very deep in its red tone. It doesn't really look as great in person or in pictures, so if you guys see it in person, I highly recommend it because it's a very beautiful tone of red. Now you can see this particular one will launch in the US with a first ever diesel option. That's right, Mazda has been promising diesels for a few years now, and the company is launching it in the new CX-5. It'll be the 2.2 liter SkyActiv-D 4-cylinder along with the familiar 2-liter and 2.5-liter SkyActiv-G 4-cylinders. Now, looking around the side profile of the vehicle, you can see it looks very much, similar to the old CX-5. This particular one has the 18-inch or 19-inch wheels with that traditional dark finish, and the overall profile kind of looks a little bit hatchback-like to me. It looks lower, it looks about the same size, but really it's just shown off with the beautiful lines of the Soul Red crystal exterior color. Now, when you come to the rear, it takes a lot of design cues from the Mazda 3 hatchback with the similar taillights that kind of mimic the headlights, the dual exhaust, the SkyActiv badge. I mean, overall, it's a very handsome looking design, whereas the old one looked pretty good already. This one really kind of just takes it a step further, and I think it'll do extremely well when this all-new CX-5 hits the market. Now, just like the exterior, the interior of the new CX-5 really shows Mazda's level of attention to detail. They've taken an already class-leading interior for quality of materials and really elevated it with this all-new model. Now, I just showed you guys the all-new CR-V, which honestly had a really nice interior, and I think the Mazda is at that level, if not better. It really is going to come down to your personal taste and opinion. You can see this particular one that I'm sitting in with the white leather, the black, and the nice dark wood grain. It's a very beautiful-looking combination. Honestly, it could wear a luxury badge on the steering wheel, just like the all-new Mazda CX-9. The dash has lots of leather stitching, soft touch materials. Everything in here fits and looks really expensive, which is what you basically want in a vehicle like this. It kind of fools you into thinking you paid a lot more money than you actually did. A couple of things you're going to notice here: it's got the new steering wheel from the Mazda 3. It's got the latest Mazda Connect infotainment system with the screen that kind of has that iPad look. And overall, the seats I think are very comfortable, along with the visibility in here. Now, one thing I did notice about this car compared to the new CR-V is the Honda definitely feels a little bit more spacious. The center console is not as wide, but the Mazda kind of gives you a more driver-focused cabin. It just makes it feel a lot more cozy and a lot more sporty in the overall environment. Now, the all-new CX-5 will go on sale in the spring of next year. With no pricing yet announced, I expect it to stay pretty close to the current pricing of the 2016 and a half model. But Mazda says the diesel option will not launch when this car goes on sale. You're going to have to wait a couple more months as the company is finalizing their emission testing and on the actual final horsepower and torque figures. But I think when it does hit the market, it'll definitely give a lot of the hybrid competitors and the new diesel option from Chevy and the Equinox a huge run for their money. For Redline Reviews at the 2016 Los Angeles Auto Show, I'm Sofyan Bey.